keep them in the fridge for a week. And then that same fruit I'm talking about is amazing after a week in soaking in some sangria. So always a fun. It's like a 2-for-1 for me. So I'll be making sangria today. I'm actually going to be using, we are featuring a mimosa, make your own mimosa kit, like a build your own mimosa kit at Silver Diner. We have the choice of an all natural orange juice or our mango juice. So you can get either one. It comes with a bottle of sparkling, and you can add a second bottle of sparkling for $15. So that's what I'm going to use as our base. So we're going to make a sparkling sangria. Of course, sangrias you can make with red wine or white wine. And the fruit might change, might vary with what you might want to use depending on the color wine you want to use. I'm using a white sparkling, so I would use kind of the same fruits that you would use for a white wine sangria. So for today, I have red and green apples that I'm using, and I'm garnishing with orange slice and with a strawberry slice at the end, just to make it look pretty. But what I have for my spirits, I have a flavored brandy. So I'm going to be using an apricot brandy as well. So this is just an apricot infused brandy. And we have a little bit of peach schnapps to add a little more sweetness. So those are my 4 liquids, and then I have fresh fruit back here. So I have my red and green apples, and I also have a few sliced strawberries that I'll use for garnishing at the end. So because we're using a sparkling wine, we're going to save it till the end. We don't want to kill any of our bubbles. We want to make sure that the bubbles are there, and we can taste them, and we can not only taste them, but feel them as well. So they do add texture to the cocktail. So we're going to save this for last. We're going to start off with the brandy, the orange juice, and with the peach schnapps. So I'm going to take 1.5 ounces of the apricot brandy, just because I like a boozy sangria. We'll do, I'll do 1.5 ounces of peach brandy. And we're also going to do just 1/2 ounce of peach schnapps. So it'll already be very fruity, but that brandy, of course, is going to give it that nice booze flavor that we're looking for. Then we're going to add 3 ounces of orange juice. Super, super, super easy. And now we'll add the fruit. Again, for white wine sangrias, I recommend using, well, for both red or white, I think apples are the safest way to go. They're not too sweet. They soak up really nice. So they'll soak up the wine really, really, really nice. If you're going to use just the white wine and you don't want to use apples, I would stick to fruits like melons, honeydew. You can use strawberries. I would avoid things like pineapple, things that are high in acidity, like pineapples, just because they might, depending on the white wine that you use, which also might be acidic, it might just be too much. So it might overpower the sangria a little bit. So honeydew, melons are really, really great fruits. Strawberries, like I said. If you're going to use a red wine, any berries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries would be really, really, really awesome with that, and also soaks up that berry really nice. It just kind of enhances all those berries that red wines tend to kind of already have. So we have our mix in here with everything except the sparkling wine. I'm gonna add a scoop of ice. One full scoop here. And we're gonna shake. And again, you can always batch this, so this could have very well been just been sitting in the fridge for a week and it's still delicious. It would still be awesome. So we have this right here. So pretty full already, but we're gonna top that off all the way with some sparkling. See that? The sparklings, again, that's the texture we're talking about. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of foam right at the top. Just all that texture, the bubbles that you really want to be able to taste and feel at the same time. Right? I'll make it pretty for Cindy, so I'm gonna add a full strawberry slice right here, fresh strawberry, and we'll give her some orange. So again, these fruits, the strawberry and the orange, can also go inside the sangria. I recommend soaking fruits. If you're gonna make a big pitcher, just soak them, let them sit. If you're hosting, make this overnight and let it sit overnight. And if the sangria doesn't do the trick, the fruit will afterwards. So definitely something you can enjoy. So this is our white sparkling sangria. And again, we use the mimosa kit that we're selling here at Silver Diner in Rio just as a basis, and we just added an apricot brandy and a peach schnapps. You can also use, since we're using a white wine, you can also use an infused rum if you'd like. So that's also really good, and it'll give it that extra booziness that we're looking at for, or that we're getting with our peach brandy. So cheers. There you go. Is that for you?
Cheers.
That was for Cindy. So.
That's me.
I'm gonna go ahead and make another one for myself, but are there any questions? on sangrias.
Yeah, I have a question. So what wine did you use? You used a sparkling wine?
I use a sparkling white wine. So sparkling white wine, it's a semi-dry, so it has a little sweetness, but not too much. Really just adds, again, it just adds that sparkliness. So you get the bubbles, the texture, and then you just get that white wine flavor as well.
And so for a red, you wouldn't use a sparkling red?
You can. You definitely.
Or like a rosé?
Yeah, you definitely can. I've made red sangrias with there's a wine called Briscato. It's a red.
Oh yeah, I know Briscato. Yeah.
Yeah, if you know Briscato, it's a sweet red, so it's delicious. And that I would probably go with a regular brandy because the red wine is already sweet. You can still use peach schnapps and still use orange juice, so that adds enough sweetness as well. So you don't have to have an infused brandy for that. But Briscato is a delicious one. I like sparkling wines in my sangria in general, just again because of the texture, and you just it feels like it goes a long way. Plus, people always say bubbles go straight to your head. So if you're trying to host a fun party, definitely go with bubbles.
Okay.
I have a question.
I'll probably stick to like a Pinot Noir or something that's already jammy and fruit forward, just because you'll be using fruit. So you don't want to use anything that's otherwise earthy or metallic or anything like that, because it just won't blend as well. So a Pinot Noir or possibly a Merlot, something with vanilla notes as well for a red.
Yeah, I have a question about the sparkling wine. If you're going to keep it for a few days, would you not put the sparkling in until you're ready to serve?
Yeah, for sparkling specifically, I would unless you're making it for overnight, you can leave it for overnight. That's fine. But if you're not going to be hosting until 2 days later or something, I would just save it until you're ready until you're ready. However, the good thing is you'll have your brandy, you'll have your peach schnapps, so the fruits are already soaking in that, so you'll already still get that nice boozy soakiness. So adding the sparkling at the end just makes it, just adds the texture to it when you serve it. I would probably just wait until you're serving to add that. Yeah, if you're using a bubble.
Okay, thanks.
It's always good. Any other questions?
When can I come over and shoot that?
I was just
when are you open? I mean, you can bring this stuff over to my studio and I can take all those photos.
There you go. I love that.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see a bartender in action, so I can come over there and set the lights up and everything, and you can have a.
We'll set it up. Let us know you can come over here. We have a full bar only for us right now. So.
Well, hold on. Let me show you something.
I love how it just disappears in the.
I know, he just disappeared into the.
Like Star Trek.
I hope your doors are locked. I think he's at Silver Diner.
Magician.
He's in the ether.
All right, here is. Oops, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. In the Land of Cocktails.
In the Land of Cocktails. Oh, that's awesome.
This is
like a cocktail Bible.
It's a cocktail Bible, but it is from the from New Orleans. It's all New Orleans drinks. Oh, and it is from the I want to try to remember the name of the Commander's Palace. If everybody's ever been down to New Orleans, they may have stopped and ate at Commander's Palace. It's one of the more famous restaurants there, and that's where all the good chefs have come out of the Commander's Palace and gone on and made their own restaurants in New Orleans.
Local hosts an annual Tales of a Cocktail Festival.
Yes, they do. And so what my task, I've already done match lids. I had about 400 match lids that I've shot. I got to keep busy in the house. I'm not outside shooting. So I did all these match lids, and I'll give you guys the links to that when I get everything all set up. And now I'm moving back onto my cocktail photography side.
Okay, so I've got a book for you.
I'm about to say, come on, show the good book.
Yeah, so this is The Drinkable Feast.
There you go.
And this book, this is the, Colette turned me on to this. And the bee's knees is in here. So this is Paris in the 20s. And it's a book about Paris in the 20s and the cocktails from Paris in the 20s. So it's really, this has been my pandemic quest.
So the sad part, Marilyn, is as soon as you said from the 1920s, I immediately thought, oh, that's right after the 1918 pandemic.
Right. But gin favors prominently in the book, so I'm going with the gin.
Yeah, that was actually the flapper area, and everybody got. If you've read anything about that history, I mean those 9 years were crazy because everything broke down, and they finally did away with the prohibition.
Yeah, it's actually a really cool book because it's got a lot of great stories, about Ernest Hemingway and Ezra Pound and everybody living in Paris and how the drinks became, popular and stuff. So the history of the Bloody Mary and different things. So it's actually a really cool book.
If we had prohibition following this pandemic, the chamber would have to come up with some new events.
And basements to hold them in.
Working on that. Hello.
I totally could make a speakeasy in my basement.
I have a bar in my basement.
Working on a speaker.
So our famous bartender, what's another quick drink or a good drink you think for a group?
For groups, that's a really good question. So I love to go with punches. I think anything like a rum punch is amazing for groups. Super easy to make as well. For rum punches, you always go with the citrus juice. So do orange juice, do pineapple juices, and flavored rum. We're not sponsored by them in any way, so it's just me that I love. I love Bacardi's banana rum. It's a delicious, delicious rum, and it goes amazing with a punch. So you just do a little banana rum, a little orange juice and cranberry also as well. Chop up some fresh fruits, just super, super easy to make. Those you can add bubbles with either club soda, seltzer, or if you want to throw caution to the wind, make it with Sprite instead. It adds a lot more sugar, but I would make those with seltzer. So another thing that people have been asking about are mocktails. So, if you're looking for non-alcoholic, anything that has bubbles, I always replace with seltzer or with ginger ale. And I just make it, with fresh fruits, fresh juices, and nothing, obviously nothing alcoholic. So it just really adds that bubbly feel to it as well. Yeah. So any form of rum punches. Talking about New Orleans drinks, I think Hurricanes make really great punches as well. Things you can just throw in a big bowl and just serve.
Yes, I did celebrate with a hurricane last weekend.
See?
I had so much left over, I actually put it in a little pitcher, and then made frozen hurricanes a couple days later.
How about some zombies? I used to like zombies.
Yeah. Definitely a New Orleans drink, zombies.
Yeah.
I have a question. I found in the depths of our liquor cabinet a grapefruit rum. When you were talking about, grapefruit rum. And so you were just talking about punches, and it made me think, what would you suggest I mix with a grapefruit rum?
So for that, I was going to say, my mouth is already watering. So for grapefruit rum, I would probably go out and buy a bottle of Aperol as well, which is like an orange liqueur. So it's just a bitter version of an orange liqueur. So probably grapefruit rum, some Aperol, and just a seltzer. And you can also do some fresh fruit, some orange slices or something in there, or add a little orange juice as well, and just make that as your punch. That sounds, sounds delicious actually. It'll be really, really refreshing. But or even if you want to keep it simple, if you just want to do your grapefruit rum and some seltzer, it will go a long way as well. It'll be very, very so just something that you might have even easier, right? If you're just yourself, pour that up with a little seltzer, it'd be amazing.
That sounds great, because I'm actually not a fan of orange juice, so I appreciate that second option.
Let me know when you want me to come over for brunch in the cul-de-sac, Anita, 6 feet apart.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But let me give a shout out to Aperol. I love Aperol. We do Aperol spritzes, which is the champagne and Aperol. And it's a great little, a great little 4 o'clock pick-me-up.
A lot of people, it's just it's an acquired taste to some people just because of that bitterness. But I think Aperol is amazing, especially spritz. Spritz on a patio, and Aperol spritz on a patio is is the recipe for a great day.
You have a bottle back there. You can just show us the bottle, just so we kind of get a sense of it. I think I've
Millennials
seen it in
love
somebody's
Aperol
fridge,
spritzes.
but I don't want to say whose fridge.
Chelsea.
So just to kind of show, so this is an Aperol.
Gotcha.
That's Aperol right here. And
Okay.
then if you want something even more bitter, but I don't know why you would, but I love Campari as well.
Campari.
Yeah, so Campari you can make with you make Negronis with Campari. So it's definitely a bitter orange liqueur. So, but it's delicious as well. So I love Campari.
Colette, if you're looking for an Aperol, just look in my pantry.
As I said, I've seen it in somebody's house, but I didn't want to say.
A real Aperol fan.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Where's your background from?
Oh, my parents
Where
are
you
from-
been? But yeah.
Yeah, my parents are from El Salvador, but I was born here. Is that what you're asking?
I thought she was asking your
Bartending
professional
background.
How did you become a bartender?
Well, funny enough, Silver Diner is my first job ever. So I've been with Silver Diner since I was 16 years old. So,
You've been with the Silver Diner the whole time?
Huh?
Have you been with the Silver Diner the whole time?
Yep.
Okay, where have you been?
It's my sophomore summer break in high school. So it's been the longest summer of my life. But it's been really, really great. So when we opened our airport location at BWI, I started bartending there.
Yeah.
And just kind of started to learn. And the airport, it's just shots, beer, and wine. So I didn't really learn a lot there, but I did learn a lot of techniques, which is kind of what started my bartending journey. And then I myself started getting into just kind of spirits and things like that, and what kind of went well with what. And since 2015, I've created all of our bar menus for Silver Diner and our silver restaurants as well. So
Wow.
we
Nice.
changes a year, so I think I've created over a dozen menus. Over a dozen menus, hundreds of cocktails. So a lot of them inspired by classic cocktails with a modern twist. Some of the, about half we've made from scratch.
So I'm a gimlet fan. What's a twist you would put on a gimlet? I'm a gin gimlet fan.
Gimlet with gin or vodka?
Gin.
With gin, yeah. Well, gimlets are very classic. It's a very, very classic. One thing I would do to a gimlet, and again, this is an acquired taste thing, but you can always add about a half ounce to a 3/4 ounce of chartreuse. Yeah. If you do the chartreuse, I would go with a yellow chartreuse, just because it's a little softer than a green chartreuse. For anyone who doesn't know, chartreuse is a spirit. Comes in green, comes in yellow. It's a secret recipe created by monks in France centuries ago. They started off as a medicinal spirit, but now it's used in cocktails. But chartreuse has a lot of, it's a very herbal, has a lot of herbaceous flavors. But I think they go really, really well with the gimlet just because of that rose's lime juice. It kind of balances out the sweetness from the rose's lime for a gimlet.
So that's almost like a tonic then, if it's herbal. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, kind of the same in the same realm as tonics. Yeah.
Yeah. I meant tonic as in healthy, so it's almost like vitamins. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good reason to drink. It's good to drink chartreuse.
Miss you, Colette.
Just looking for a good reason to drink.
So
That's awesome. That's very cool.
So why don't people tell us your favorite drinks? What's your favorite drink?
Old fashioned.
Oh, old fashioned. We made some yesterday.
Easy.
Super easy.
Old fashioned is really hard for me to drink. I'm not there yet. I'm more of a margarita person. Old fashions, I'll have a sip and I'm good. I'm sleepy. Yeah. I wish I
Rusty
could.
nail.
My drink is usually straight bourbon. Neat.
Oh, I'm not there yet. I would. I'll get there eventually, but as of right now, margarita is probably my drink.
I was there, and I decided to not go there again.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Alex. Anything tequila, Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Not
All
straight
day.
though. Yeah. I love
Yep.
margaritas. I'm into beers as well. I like a lot of like IPAs, hoppies. But if I go to liquor, definitely margaritas.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about straight tequila?
Not too many good experiences off that, but
Any day.
no.
Hey, Bruce, I might have to match you, man. It depends on what kind of week I'm having, but it might be a Henny double on the rocks or some type of margarita.
Yeah.
I might do some shots. I might do some shots with you, Bruce.
Tequila shots? Did somebody say tequila shots?
Yeah, I'll do tequila, man. 1800.
Shots, yes.
Don Julio, 1800.
There you go.
I'm gonna hold you on to that, Shane. I'm gonna hold you on that.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm ready.
I got you.
I see some unique chamber mentoring ahead.
Jay, are you a bourbon man?
Yeah, I am. Like we have that.
I had a feeling you were.
But although I like it on the rocks. But
Okay,
we have the same hairdo.
I'll let you get by with that.
The same hairdo and the same drink taste.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Jay, I don't have the same hairdo, but I'm a bourbon guy too.
Okay, who was that? I can't see everyone at the same time.
That was Jay.
That was Nick.
That was Nick.
Nick and Jay. All right, I know where I need to go on after fives.
Yeah. I've discovered a new one I like neat, Bruce. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
I'll go a different direction.
Yeah.
Something that I miss is being poolside with a dark and stormy.
What's that?
Probably. Dark and stormy is dark rum and ginger beer. It's really great on a nice hot day, but I doubt I'll be poolside anytime soon.
I'll go with the ginger beer and same.
We do have a family motto on our, we do a family reunion every year for a week. And our motto is, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
No, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes.
I know that Phil Fabrizio has never had a cocktail.
Always.
Chelsea, did you say yours or did you start to say yours?
You drive by my house every day.
I do. I was like, I could go to cocktails at your house, and I could go to cocktails at Jay's house.
2:30 is a good starting time.
Is Phil in our neighborhood too?
Phil's in the next neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
I think
what'd you say?
have some lawn chairs on the front lawn.
Well, we could do that.
We could do a chamber drive-by.
There you go.
Gosh.
Laura, what were you
on
going
the
to say?
calendar.
I think she was asking, Chelsea, what's your favorite drink?
Oh, Moscow Mule.
Ooh, nice.
Usually I get wine, but if I got liquor, Moscow Mule.
I had a friend who, I've got a friend that I've talked into whenever she's like, I want drinks. Oh, if you go get them, I'll find out where it is. And we found Moscow Mules to go up in Frederick.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, I'm in Salisbury, so that's not going to cut it for
Well,
me.
you're back. And they're in a can, so they're actually very good. One of the distilleries in Frederick.
Yum.
And every purchase comes with a bottle of hand sanitizer, so it was a double win.
That's really cool.
Go for the hand sanitizer, come home with a Moscow Mule.
Yep, and for margaritas, I've learned Brews and Barrels has a Mexican margarita menu for this month that's got some good specials.
Is there a donut connection still out in Salisbury?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
I don't know, man. I had a great blueberry cake donut one year. I was out there.
We have fractured prune down here.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one too. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know about the other one.
We've now given you a mission, Chelsea.
I'll look it up.
I didn't say my drink. I didn't say my drink because it's very lame. I'm a Tito's and soda kind of guy, but I have celiac disease, so I have to watch what I drink. But I like a good gluten-free beer. But
yeah, so that means you can't have any of the grain-based stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can. Like the distillation process now. So I do drink a lot of bourbon as well.
Okay, well then you're in the bourbon club.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of bourbon as well.
So Tim, have you know about Scotty's vodka?
I do, yes.
So that's not your real background.
I prefer Tito's. I mean, it's just I don't have any problems with it.
So here's my proposal to Marilyn.
I'm worried now.
Okay, now I make limoncello.
You guys, I've got to pop out. I'll see you soon.
All righty.
Bye.
I'll pass it on, Phil. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Phil.
We'll make sure he knows.
What I'm thinking is I get Bruce to drive by one day. We start cutting the lemons and some oranges, and we get some Everclear, and we distill the peels into the Everclear, and then we just have to water thereafter and make a whole lot of bottles of limoncello.
That sounds good.
I haven't heard of Everclear since college, man. But
yeah, this came from my son brought it home from Italy.
Nice.
What is that, Martin?
Small bottle of it.
Homemade.
Actually, we have a big bottle downstairs
Homemade
of limoncello.
limoncello.
Yeah.
Homemade limoncello. That's the next thing. I mean, my grandfather made a lot of wine as a kid, and I helped.
I heard Everclear can power a car. Is that true?
Hand sanitizers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hand sanitizer.
Right.
Actually,
so essentially, Phil, if you make it, it'll fit in Bruce's van, right?
Oh yeah.
And he could just do like some drive-by board chair chamber member visits.
Yeah, but the idea is getting it in the bottle. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a team effort. So we got to wait until we do this. We can do this one day, and we can kind of do it on a Zoom meeting.
There you go.
The steps. I gotta go. We'll see you all later.
Good to see you, Phil.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Michael, thank you. So does anybody else have any questions for Richard or for Cindy?
I'm still here.
Hi, Cindy. Hi.
Hi, Cindy.
Cindy, do you want to tell us about any of the great things you've got on your curbside pickup so we get support you?
Yeah, so for some of the initiatives we have at Silver Diner right now, we have batch margaritas, which Laura knows. Yeah, batch
They were so good.
fresh squeezed lime juice. We use pure agave syrup, El Jimador tequila, which is 100% blue agave, and some triple sec as well. So those are made from scratch. We have those in 32-ounce to-go pitchers. We have, booze-wise, we have beer and wine to go. We have our mimosa kits and our build your own Bloody Marys. So we have those going for booze. For food, we do have family dinners. Yeah, family dinners to go. So we have family dinners and family breakfasts. We come in like platter forms for families of just about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
They feed about 4 or 5. So that's available online as well. And a really, really, really great thing that I'm actually super proud that we've started doing is we have these specialized boxes with our farmers, with our farm partners. So we have a farmer's box, we have a produce and dairy box from our local farms that comes with different types of veggies and some dairy products. We also have a butcher's box with 4 pouches of different kinds of meats, steaks, medallions, ground beef, and ground turkey, I believe. And that's it, yeah. And then of course, if you want to support or volunteer or anything like that, we are doing Monday through Friday, donating up to 500 meals a day for kids outside of school or families in need. So we do that between 2 and 4 in partnership with Real Food for Kids right here on the lakefront patio. So something really, really cool that we're super honored and blessed to be able to do. And
I didn't know about the farmer's box. That sounds cool. Is all that on the website now, on the online?
On the website, yeah. It's all available on the website. The boxes are special order. So I think you order, special pickup days are Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's certain days you can order by or you get bumped to the next pickup day.
There was an article in WTOP that I have picked up. And I have it scheduled to post on our Facebook page for tomorrow. So everybody can get that information. So I think it's great things that y'all are doing. So
Hey,
I will
also,
be sure to share it.
let me thank the Silver Diner. You guys are a relatively new member and a new addition to Gaithersburg. And since you guys got here, you have really jumped in. And on behalf of the Chamber, let me say thank you for being such a great part of our community in such a short period of time. We look forward to a very long relationship. You guys are doing great, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You have great food, and you're a great resource in the community. So
Yeah,
they're really proud to have.
They've really stepped right in and become a
They
part
have.
of the community, and that's great.
And then thanks to Laura, we actually now added 2 more people on Monday and Tuesday. Monday we also donate food to our Adventist Center, and then on Tuesday we donate food to our homeless partner. She is in charge of the Montgomery County homeless. So thank you, Laura. You guys are awesome. So that's why we're happy to be part of the Chamber. Go, Peep.
Hello. Just one last thing before we wrap up, and I give you all a final word. Just so you know, the Chamber is definitely here for you. And my job lately has been trying to watch you all and the things that you've been doing. Like Nick, you just said you've got some great jobs and that things were looking good for you. These are the things that we want to know. And if you are definitely partnering with other members as well and working coincide with them, please let me know. And we can maybe make a success story, together. Because, in the end, we're all in this together. And we're stronger together, and we want to be Chamber strong and Maryland strong. And I personally want everybody to be successful and make it through this pandemic. So
Great.
if there's anything that personally I can do to push you out on social media or get your press releases out or make contact with you for the press, just let me know, and I'll do my best to do that. So I'm going to leave it to Bruce to kind of, close it up, or if anybody has any final thoughts, and then we'll, close it
I
up.
think Marie was trying to say something.
Marie, hello.
Yes. Finally. Yes, my son gets to get it working for me, so I thank him. So Cindy from Silver Diner. So I wonder if you need help with the delivering, and actually we're trying to be partner with restaurant. So I don't know if something you're interested in, and we can pretty much become partners, so we can talk about that.
Yes.
So
Let's
yeah,
I know Laura sends that information. I'll get them. I'll shoot an email to see what can we do. Yeah, we try to figure out what ways we can support also when we open up.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is
yeah. And right now, if you need help with delivery, certainly you can reach out to us. And sometimes we're not, like during the day, we're not doing much. You can reach out. We can help with that as well.
Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you. And Mark,
You know what to put on the mask now, Bruce. Chamber strong.
Well, I was just going to ask Martin, as you guys develop that ability to make masks, I don't know how we're going to pay for it, but we would certainly love to see how we could get involved with the Chamber, getting something with your masks and helping you as a small business person as well. So as you develop that, please keep us posted.
I definitely will. Thank you.
I was just going to also...
And Martin, I on those, if you figure out how to do the logo mask, please let me know, because I have customers asking for them.
I definitely will. Yeah, I also have a contact, so I'll let you know about that too.
Great. I was just going to point out a couple of events that are coming up next week. We have at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning, the 10th, a PPP discussion talking about forbearance, which is going to be with the folks from DeLeon and Stang. Brett Friedman, who's a board member of ours, is going to be hosting that. I'm sorry, Laura, I didn't mean to step on you. Were you planning on doing this?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Please, Bruce.
Okay. Next Wednesday, we have the Soho group. and 11 o'clock, at 10 o'clock in the morning is Soho. And 11 o'clock, we have another one of our couch cons. And those have proven to, we've tried a lot of different things at the Chamber during these last several weeks, and the couch cons have proven to be among the most popular. So please feel free to join us. Register online Wednesday the 13th for Couch Con Events Committee at 12:30. 12 on the same day.
12:30. It's 12:30.
12:30. Is it 12:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's what I have for next week at the moment. So we will hopefully, if there's nothing else, hope to see you all this coming Tuesday at Couch Con. Hey guys, we're all in this, as everyone says, we're all in this together. And I really personally want to thank everybody. This has brought us together. And we really, I feel like Sally Field at the Academy Awards. We really like each other. We really like each other. So everyone have a good night. Drive carefully and be safe.
Thank you to Silver Diner.
Stay healthy.
Silver Diner.
Thanks, Silver Diner.
Thank you, Silver Diner.
Thank
I think we should start something. This is applause in sign language, so it's really easy on Zoom because in sign language this means applause. So
Yay!
Yeah. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.